Hello there, peeps. My name is Jin Mejia, or as the internet would also know me as Jin Hartnett. So for this program, or rather a video, I am going to coin about my DJ name, which is ShikiYuki. So ShikiYuki, why do coin the DJ name? Well, of course, because I do invented the FB page, which I wanted to be also known to be all of those internet people as the internet screaming. Anyhow, so let's go and let that aside. So the video would be about the behind the scenes behind the scenes for this program that's going to be upcoming or incoming for VG8 Radio, which is a radio podcast that is being powered by Creative Voices Productions, which tackle all about various things like good vibes in the morning and of course TED Talk. So for this program, I'm going to be contributing for VG8 Radio this one. So Game Mode, which is a video gaming and tabletop gaming podcast. Let's go and set that one aside. So that is actually a logo which is going to be approved soon. Hopefully it will be approved with this video. So this is also a sample video as well. So letting that aside, Game Mode. What is Game Mode? Game Mode is, as mentioned by the logo, is going to be tackling about the video games and the tabletop games. The idea came from, those announcers from the video games like select your character or something like that. So I thought about, let's say, select your game mode, listen to this kind of topic which you would like to hear or have an interest all about. So it's more on the hobby side from, let's go and have like video games. Would you like to listen to video game topics or would you like to listen in tabletop topics? But of course, it will be me to provide those topics. But I do hope that you do and appreciate that it's going to be provided for those contents that's going to be shown in the upcoming episodes. So anyhow, let's go and proceed to host background check. So again, my name is Jin Mejia, which is I am a 24-year-old person or a guy who is actually in relationship. Well, anyhow, I do play games ever since I was a kid. I graduated from Adamson University, which is took a course of Bachelor Arts of Communication. And then joining with me for this program would be Mary Grace Sabado, or as we're going to coin her name, Grace. So Grace is also a blogger who likes to have good trips, and then especially with the fashion trends, and then of course mostly her adventures in the outing, like going out of town and such, going to very pleasant scenery places and to her spare time and then sharing it to her viewers. That is all her blog is all about. So let's go and proceed to the other guests as well. So besides me and then my co-host, which is Grace, there will be also people who's going to join us all, which is the Creative Voices cast, which are our mentors from our previous voice acting school or sessions, which is VoiceWorks. Joining for Creative Voices, also our VoiceWorks batch 47, which are my classmates who is interested and have the availability to share their experiences with regards to gaming. And lastly, but not of course, not least, the invited guests that we're going to be providing per episode. So we're going to look for people who is interested to have their screen time and explain or talk about random stuff in regards to gaming. Okay, so topics to be discussed. Before that, I'm going to provide the inspiration for this podcast. So there's actually behind of why this podcast has been made. So there's this Japan series program thing which is called Tokyo Encounter. Tokyo Encounter is a series which is all about two famous voice actors who is just literally playing video games. Yes, there is a program regarding that. So those two voice actors are playing games from the retro or from our nostalgia moments in or our childhood rather. to the modern games that we do know, which is Left 4 Dead, Grand Theft Auto, or Red Red Redemption, and something like that. So they did play a lot of plays and game series and that. But they're not finishing all of those, as it is just a clip or it's just a short game regarding they're going to provide their nostalgia moments. They're actually talking more on the gaming, like I experience this kind of feeling whenever I'm playing this kind of video games. And of course, because it is also a podcast, in their part there are also special guests, which is our famous voice actors as well, which are gamers and non-gamers alike. So that's the reason why this podcast is made. If you are interested of how this podcast is made, you can actually go and watch Tokyo Encounter series, and you'll probably see a little bit of resemblance for this podcast that is going to be made personally by me, and also joining with me with Racy. Okay, so next, topics to be discussed, as I mentioned earlier. So topics to be discussed, let's go first for video games. Video games, let's say there's actually a difference between JRPG and Western RPG. Just an example topic for this sample video. So JRPG stands for Japanese role-playing games, and then WRPG stands for Western RPG role-playing games. So JRPGs, as the example, would be Disgaea, Final Fantasy, the Tale series, and of course the Altair series, which let's go and provide examples. Yay! So this is actually my copy of the whole Altair series for PS3, and the most favorite series that I do like is this one, which is Altair, Eska, and Logi. So what is the Altair series all about? Which is basically it revolves more on the alchemy. But let's go and let that thing aside since we're gonna go and run out of time. As this is about the topic or the podcast, of course, which I'm for sure I will be explaining this in the upcoming series soon. But for now, let's go and proceed to the next topic. So besides the differentiate and some other related topics, which is also indie games or independent games that are made by indie developers. So not those massively produced games made by Blizzard or Activision or Ubisoft or Atlas or something like that. It's just literally the creator who search or look for backers for Kickstarter of why the game has been made and released to the public. Those are the underrated games, and then those underrated games gradually became famous or became mainstream. It's not that mainstream actually, but it's just a famous game. So I could also provide those updates excuse me, those updates and then reviews and recommendations for those kinds of games, and hopefully I could provide something recommendable for people that are getting tired to see those mainstream games such as Mobile Legends. Mobile Legends, League of Legends, Apex Legends, which is the recent uh, video, or sorry, rather, the game that's being released, and of course, Overwatch. Of course, there's another program which is called Tech Talk, which is going to be tackling about video games as well, a teeny bit about video games, but yeah, I'm just going to let that aside and give them the opportunity, or give them that segment rather, for providing mainstream games, and then for my part I'm going to be providing non-mainstream games. Okay, so going back, continuing to the tabletop game side, so example would be the gateway games. So gateway games are games that being played both by the seasoned players, which are the veterans, and then at the same time by the casual players or the beginner players. But let's go and go back, which is what is tabletop. So tabletop is actually games that are being played on the board, which is Uno, Monopoly, or Jenga. But yeah, I'm going to be providing games that are not well known by the Filipinos or by the locals. So example for the tabletop games, which is this is my personal copy, Danmaku. So it's a Japanese theme card game which is inspired by the Bank series, and actually I'm one of the beta testers for the game. Okay, and then actually I do have those other games as well, which is up here. So both my PS3 console games and my tabletop games as well. So besides that, I do also have this book, which is the Civilized Guide of Tabletop Gaming by Terry Licorco, which is I'm going to be providing tips of how you could take care of your game, how you could manage your game group, and that. Which also, besides this book, I'm going to be basing my personal opinions as well for variable play. Variable play, which is also a Facebook page talking about tabletop tips of how to take care of your game and such. And then besides that, I'm going to be talking also about the tabletop community, as it is also not well known. And then experiences in games, and then your personal favorites, and then opinions for both the two topics, which is the video games and then the tabletop games. And then of course, but not the least, the special segments for the program. So there's special segments for the program, like a tiny piece or probably a special episode which going to be occupying a full episode, which I'm thinking about that since Tokyo Encounter had that kind of idea. So, special segments like the host will be providing icebreakers. So those icebreakers will be having like a trivia or a quiz that will be provided to the guests, and of course an open forum regarding of how their opinions will be tackling about for this specific topic, like why do you like this game, what is the game that made you a gamer or something with those topics. So that is mostly the things of which we're going to talk about in game mode. So I'm again your host for this program, ShikiYuki, and that will be all for this program. And then before I end this program, I will be going to be promoting my page, which is ShikiYuki. Of course, I will be providing all of the links that is going to be promoted on the post here. And then besides that, go and also like Grace's vlogs, which is she is posting regular updates or weekly updates regarding her adventures and then fashion trends and such. And then besides that, Game Detective, which is an online game board store of which you could inquire the games that would you like to purchase and pre-order them, and also check them regularly, as they do provide regular posts every day with their updates and such, with the sales, with the updates of where would they be, and then. And then beside that, VG8 Radio, which will be helping me to provide this program and give me this opportunity. So I do thank them for that. And then, but of course, Creative Voices Productions, which is powered by them, of course. So they'll be also providing the booths, which is also, I am glad that I met those guys. And VoiceWorks, which is VoiceWorks, Philippine Center of Voice Acting, which is there is an upcoming batch, which is batch 48, is coming April 6th. So please do inquire of how to join for their session for batch 48. And then, of course, upcoming topics, which is upcoming event rather, which is also will be provided in the event the program as well, which I'm going to be dropping it now anyhow. So there's this event that's going to be coming up around, which is March 30 to 31st of 2019, which is Bacon 2019, which is a game tabletop community gathering and making a group for themselves, which is mixing of their personal preferences, and then role-playing games, which is Dungeons and Dragons. So Bacon's meaning is actually Board Game Advocates and Enthusiasts Convention. So that's the reason why it's called Bacon. So BAECON. So Bacon. So I guess that's it for this program, and I'm done with the promotion and such. And of course, it's already 15 minutes, beyond 15 minutes. So again, ShikiYuki, this is Game Mode, and that's it for the sample video. I do hope you appreciate this video. This is me signing out, and I do hope to see you soon.